Hello everyone, my name is Masha, and today I'm going to show you all the bracelets that I made in the month of February, and I'm also going to announce the March challenge. I do want to talk about my makeup first before we start. This was my first time ever using makeup, and by that I mean like using foundation, like brow stuff, trying to contour and highlight and all that stuff. Literally never done this before, so if I look a little bit weird, I think my eyebrows do. That's because I've never done this before, and I also filmed a video about that on my second channel, which you can watch me create this if you want to. And also I went to like buy the products and stuff. I've also been posting on my second channel quite often. I did a video with my flatmate about what it's like to rent flats in London as students. I also did a video explaining why my husband doesn't live with me anymore, and a bunch of other stuff. And I plan to post regularly there as well. So check that out. All the video links will be in the description. Some of them will be in the card, and I'd love to see you there. But alright, I didn't make that many bracelets this month. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they were quite big. And I also made some that I haven't finished yet, which is kind of the situation every month. But before I go into my bracelets, I want to talk about your guys' bracelets first. So if you're new to this channel, then you might not know that every single month I do these wrap-up videos, and every single month I launch a challenge for the next month. I usually put 2 patterns, one normal, one alpha. We make some bracelets together. You guys post the pictures on Instagram, and then in the next month's wrap-up, I show some pictures like I am doing now. And I loved your guys' creations. I did post a very difficult alpha bracelet this month, so most of you decided to go with the normal pattern. I went with the alpha, which was woohoo, it was challenging. But some of you guys also made that, so props to you. That was a challenge. I'm gonna go with something much easier this month. So alright, let's talk about the bracelets that I made this month, and then we're gonna talk about next month's challenge. So this is the bracelet that I did for the challenge of the month, and it is giant. Just look at that. It is so long. It's like bigger than my hat, but I am so happy with it. It took forever to make, but I am really happy with how it turned out. I really like how the background is so many different colors. I just love this pattern in general. Like, because of that, I could use all these different strings as the background. I actually did a not with me video for this, so you can see the entire process of me creating the bracelet from start to finish. I'll leave that linked in the card and in the description as well. So there was this one first. I don't actually remember the chronological order of them. I think this one was next. This one is probably my favorite bracelet in a very long time. I love it. I think it is so beautiful. I don't know how well the camera is picking up the sparkly string, but you've got this multicolored string inside, which is an Untitled Forever melange, and then you've got a white outline to it, and then the background is a sparkly Untitled Sal Simile. And I love all of them. I love how they interact with one another. I genuinely really love this bracelet. I think it's super cool. I wasn't sure about the colors originally when I started making it. I thought maybe the colors didn't go together that well, but in the end I'm really happy with it. Next up, we've got this bracelet. Now this one did come a little bit short because I didn't count enough strings, but I love the way that it turned out. It is super cool. I love a good gradient, and especially rainbow gradients. They're just so beautiful. So I'm really into this bracelet, and I did a tutorial for this bracelet. If you want to check it out, it'll be linked in the card and in the description. It's actually super easy, so if you've never even made alphas before, it might be a good bracelet to start with. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I'd probably start with something else, but if you're pretty confident, this could be a good bracelet to start with. Anyway, it's very easy, but it's also very cool looking. Alright, next up we've got this bracelet, which I haven't finished yet. I just need to do the ties. I'm sort of procrastinating on that, but look how cute this one is. I absolutely love the pattern. And I used a beautiful Untitled Forever melange for the background and an Untitled Sal Simile for the sparkly black, which again, I don't know if you can see how it sparkles. I was debating whether or not to make the actual text white, but I decided to go with black. Also, this was the first time I was trying this type of start for alpha bracelets. I am going to be filming a tutorial on it at some point. I didn't want to do it straight away because I just wanted to figure it out myself first. I made this bracelet a little bit too long. I did the math correctly, and if you want to know the math of how to center a design on alphas, it's included in my alpha bracelets life hack video, which I posted recently, which again is in the card and in the description. I counted the math correctly, but then for some reason when I was making the bracelet, I forgot what I was supposed to do, and I did too many rows to start with. So to even it out on the other side, I need to do a lot of rows as well, and it's a bit too long, but it's cute nonetheless. And then last but not least, I've got this bracelet. And look at this one. Isn't it so cute? It's like a small little checkered bracelet. I'm really happy with the colors that I chose here. They're all sort of muted colors. and I think they go really well together. I was really happy with how it turned out. Plus this is very easy to make as well, and I did a tutorial for it. It will be, as always, in the card and in the description. So as I said, this month I didn't get to make that many bracelets, but I am super happy with the ones that I did make. Pretty much all of them I really love. As I said, this one is probably gotta be my favorite, and most of them, well, all three of them, were quite big. So still in my mind I had a pretty productive month friendship bracelet wise. So if you don't know, I have a Patreon where some of you guys help me fund this channel. And one of the things my patrons and I do is we have our own sort of Patron challenge of the month. And these are some of the pictures of my patrons' bracelets. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to participate in the challenge this month. I had plans to make probably like 3 or 4 more bracelets that I never got to, but I really love the bracelets that they created, and I'll definitely participate in next month's challenge as well. Alright, so let's talk about the challenge of the month for March. If you don't know, I have a forum post on Bracelet Book where you guys can submit patterns to be the patterns of the month. That honestly has made my life so much easier because you guys just submit a bunch of patterns and I can choose one. And I think it's a really cool like additional way for us to interact. So I chose a normal pattern and I also chose an alpha pattern, and this is the normal pattern of the month. And this is the alpha pattern of the month. I was just rewatching last month's wrap up to see if I missed anything that I should talk about, and I realized that I'm wearing pretty much the exact same makeup look and also the same shirt. So that's great. But I think that's all I needed to say. If you guys want to submit pattern suggestions for April's challenge of the month, I'll leave the forum topic linked in the description. When you're putting pattern numbers in the forum post, please use like the hashtag and then pattern number system, because then I can actually click on the number and open the pattern itself. Makes it much easier for me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was kind of quick, but I didn't really make that many bracelets this month. Thank you for participating in the challenge of the month, and I hope to see your guys' bracelets in the March challenge. I post videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays, sometimes bonus videos as well in between. I also have a second channel, as I mentioned before, on where I post usually twice a week as well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!